Hi, Dee.
Hi, Louise. Hi, Bob. So, called in the office by my chief and my quality management officer. This can't be good. How bad is it?
Well, Bob just brought over this quarter's PI numbers, and I thought you'd want to hear this privately.
Dee, I'm sorry to share bad news, but it's about the falls and the behavior incidents on Victory Lane. They're the worst in the VISN and almost the worst in the country. Dee, what's going on over there?
Oh my gosh. I knew things had been crazy over there these past 3 months, but the worst in the country?
The quad is going to flip. We've got to fix this.
I feel sick. The whole reason we get up in the morning is to make sure our veterans get good care.
I agree. These numbers mean something's not right with our system. Dee, you and I need to meet later today and figure out what we're going to do next.
Okay, Louise. Let me know when you're free. In the meantime, there is one thing I can do. Let's see. It's 9:45. That's perfect. If you guys will excuse me, I'm gonna go call a neighborhood team huddle.
Sounds great.
Bye, Louise. Bye, Bob.
Bye.
Caleb, just the person I wanted to see. Can you come with me to the charting room for a few minutes?
Sure, just let me get this note to Mr. Threadgill.
Okay. If I can get everyone rounded up quickly, this should only take 5 minutes. Cabrina, Neela, glad I caught you guys. Can you come to the conference room in about 5 minutes for a meeting?
Yeah, sure,
Okay.
no problem.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, so on Mondays, it's
Great, we're all here. This will only take about 5 minutes, guys. I have some real bad news. We got this quarter's PI data in, and we did bad. I mean, really bad. The worst in the hospital, the VISN, and almost the entire country. I mean, I think it goes without saying that we've got to fix this. These means our veterans aren't safe, and their needs aren't being met.
I mean, I just don't get it. Like, what are we doing wrong?
I hate to say it, but I'm not that surprised. We have some guys who get worked up so easily, like Mr. Threadgill and Mr. Davis. It feels like I'm always writing up an incident report.
Well, we've got to figure out what's going on. I mean, these reports tell us what's wrong, so we need to just focus on what's right.
What? You lost me.
Well, things aren't going wrong all the time. Falls and behavioral incidents happen when our veterans have unmet needs. So let's focus on when we are meeting their needs. Like when they're not falling, for example. We can learn from that and then spread it around. Look at this. We're gonna use 2 forms, the engagement form and the roar form. I just need you guys to do 5 minutes of observations a day. And then we'll have the whole day shift covered.
I mean, isn't this a waste of time? Can't we just create a new falls plan or just have the psychiatrist round in here more often?
Cabrina, no. What she's trying to say is we need to see what the veterans are doing with their time and then see what we're doing with our time.
I don't want you all spying on me.
That's a good point, Caleb. But look at the forms. No names.
Listen, Dee, I mean, I get what you're trying to do, but I just don't have time. I gotta write reports, pass meds. Like, I literally don't have 5 minutes.
Cabrina, I get what you're saying. We all are stretched, but this is incredibly important. Look, I'll sign up for the busiest times. Okay, now it's your turn. Fill out these 2 tables like I did. If we all sign up for just 2 times a week, we'll have a lot of data. Come on, guys. Sign up.
I don't really have a choice.
I really appreciate it. I think you all are gonna be glad you did this.
Yeah, that's one of our voluntold assignments.
This is definitely going on my performance review.
It's a good
Mine
idea.
too.
Thanks, Jody, for coming over from Liberty Lane to watch the day room for us. We'll definitely return the favor.
No problem at all, and I'll take you up on that.
Thanks. Thanks for being here on time, guys. I filled this in earlier in the week when I had time. It was a bit rough, but I think we got all the data. Give yourselves a big hand.
You know, it really wasn't that bad. I learned that we work really well together as a team, but there were definitely times when our residents were not engaged. We're busy, but they're not.
Okay, well, let me point out something about 10 a.m. and why the numbers are really low. I mean, I was passing meds during that time, and I can't be interacting then. You've got to pay careful attention. If not, that's when errors can happen.
Good point. But were there times when you were interacting with the residents?
What do you mean?
I think she means like when you hand Mr. Smith his pills. You talk to him then. I was doing the observation and I saw it, and I counted it.
That's the kind of thing I'm talking about.
Oh, I've got one. I watched for 5 minutes at lunch, and I saw Caleb interacting with Mr. Jones. And Irene, she was sitting with Mr. Davis and Mr. Smith, getting them things, making sure that they didn't get up and cause a ruckus.
That's great. Lunchtime has some of our highest scores. We're going to call those times bright spots.
Okay, well, since lunch has the lowest number of falls and behavioral incidents, what's going on during lunch?
Well, it's easier to keep everyone from falling and getting in trouble because we're all out there. And dietary's helping out too. Maybe we should keep everyone in one room more of the time.
I don't know about that. Look at number 3. Most everyone was in the living room then, but we still had low engagement. We had 2 falls and 1 behavior incident.
Okay, so maybe it's not just being together. You know, 3 p.m. is shift change, my least favorite time. And it's hard to keep Mr. Davis and Mr. Smith apart when there are 20 veterans in one room and only one of me. That's a trick.
Okay, but look at the engagement scores for 3. They're really low.
Well, I could have told you that. I can't keep everyone entertained.
It would really help if someone from rec therapy could come at 3, because that's when we really need them, not at 1:30 when they usually come to do their activity.
Dee, what if you got Louise in rec therapy and showed them our data? Maybe they could tweak something in the rec therapy schedule.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, that would be great.
I doubt it. Good luck with that.
Okay, it looks like our 5 minutes is up. We'll get back together next Wednesday at 9:45 for another short huddle. And we'll add to this data. Okay? Before you go home, I want you guys to take a look at these numbers, these bright spots. We need to figure out the pattern. Once we know, we can make some positive changes and spread it around. Look, before you guys even get started, I just need to say one thing. These last 3 months on my neighborhood have been the best they've ever been. I don't know what did it. The observation data, the way we pulled together to spread the bright spots. I don't know how we stack up now, but I can tell you this. My neighborhood's turned a corner. You'd be surprised at what you see over there now.
I believe it.
Dee, you haven't just turned a corner, but you've gone around the block, up the street, and you've moved in the vision from the bottom to the very top.
I don't know whether to laugh or cry. What a relief.
Are you really that surprised?
Well, 4 months ago, I wouldn't have believed it. And we couldn't have done it without your help, Louise.
I'm glad working together helped, but there was a powerful change in your neighborhood.
Well, before, all we did was focus on what we were doing wrong. The power to change, that came when we pulled together to see what we were doing right.
We could all learn a lesson from that. Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
Congratulations from me too. Listen, when can you come and do a presentation for the Vision, on the teleconference? They're already asking to meet you and your team because your neighborhood, it's become our hospital's very own bright spot.
Let them know I can do it anytime they're ready.
B-roll.
My watch.
Look, before you guys even get started, I just need to say one thing.
Say it then.
These last 3 months on my...
In your neighborhood.
Okay, just close your eyes, try to make it through. Okay.
So I'm not on camera?
Yeah, you're not on camera. This is the close-up.
But you can't be laughing and...
We could all learn a lesson from that. Congratulations.
Still say it like...
Say that to real.
Is there a way to make that more natural?
I mean, but isn't this a waste of time? Can't we just create a new... Sorry, I look dead into the camera. Sorry. Yeah, because I'm... Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see my halo. Okay, sorry.
Is a person in the background?
Tell us not right.
Oh, I've got one. I watched at 5 minutes. I watched at.
Oh,
Sorry.
Do I need to erase this now?
No problem at all, and I'll take you up on that later for my staff meeting. I'm sorry, y'all. One line.
why don't you just, you can say.
And I'll definitely take it up with you later. I really appreciate it for, I just mumbled.
It's like you get going down a rabbit hole. You're like, I'm gonna figure this line out.
I have one line.
Come on.
I have one line.
All right.
The life of an actor.
No problem.
And I see why people get paid millions of dollars for this. It's hard.
But she can say that one thing.
You can't get it?
I'm so sorry.
No, she's laughing.
She's just so funny.
Trying to say life.
He's gonna kill me. I can just see it.
4 o'clock. I
at
don't
his
know.
eyes.
We'll be
He's got
without a Bob.
Just
We'll
like,
be.
I got one line.
Bob's,
Can I just do my one line and leave?
Bob wants to kill me with his eyes.
You could splice me in.